Roblox has many badges. Some are simple, like placing a carrot. Some are not as easy. And some developers decided to concoct some of the hardest badges in Robloxian kind. And I wanted to get one. There's a game on Roblox comprised of all of the hardest badges from many different games. When starting this journey, I had 0, like most other people. But that was going to change. I would get one, and I would get it on stream. But wait, I have to pick one first. That one. Okay, let's go.
But I'm a noob. You picked one of the easiest badges, no skill.
Man, shut up! Okay, so let me explain what's even happening. The badge I picked is this badge called Awesomenyak, and it's from this game called Stars Align. In order to get it, you have to beat their hardest obby in 2 minutes. To even get to the obby, you have to find this hidden bomb behind a bookcase and then quickly run over to this wall and explode it, which is actually kind of hard to do, and the only thing hinting at this is a little note saying no explosive. There's nothing telling you it's behind the bookshelf. But hey, you know those level tutorials! Anyway, after somehow losing track of where the bar was, after you jump through the makeshift waterfall, you'll be greeted with an orange landscape and a sign. A sign telling you to prioritize your mental health and sanity. Yeah, this obby is going to be great. But going against those warnings, I decided to start the obby anyway. So it was time for... For the first part of the obby, I was able to complete it relatively easily as I had practiced this specific stage beforehand, so I wouldn't just be diving at a wall the whole time. Anyway, I eventually made it up to the next stage, which was called the Awesome Pass. Fun fact about the whole obby, pretty much every single platform that doesn't have a checkpoint on it disappears after a second, which is why this obby is so hard. Anyway, at the start I struggled, and as you can see, these pillars do not give you time to jump off of them. Anyway, I kept struggling by bonking my head against these pillars, probably losing some brain cells along the way, and then finally made it up to the bomb. Now, here is where I messed up. The best way to do this is by jumping for the bomb and then diving to get back on the platform. Looks pretty easy, right? It is. Do you want to know what I was doing? Yep, you saw that right. I thought bouncing off of the wall would give me enough momentum to hit the platform. Bonking gives you this much momentum. This is the size of the jump. Are you starting to see the problem here? Now, the reason I thought it would work is because you can touch the platform just barely whenever you get there. And yes, while I did successfully complete this trick a couple times, I cannot tell you how much time I wasted by not knowing how to do this the correct way. Anyway, after not failing like I did in the intro, it was finally time to do the Awesome Coast. Now, the Awesome Coast is pretty simple. You just bounce on this, bounce on that, grab the bomb, and then dive, and then use the bomb to go into the other bomb, and then use that to get on the platform without hitting the spiky platform above. The Awesome Trench, however, was not as easy, as you had these 2 small jumps which were decently easy to do, but then you had to dive through this, and if you didn't do it perfectly, you would bonk and have to restart. Then, after you finally do that, you have this series of around 7 tight jumps, and if you fail one of them, you have to restart. And as you can see, I kind of fumbled a lot on this one. But after a lot of bonking, fumbles, and falling because of stuff that I was just really bad at, I finally made it to the Awesome Temple. This one stage, man, this one stage made me crash out. To do the stage, you first need to jump into this pit and dodge the great things. Also, you need to do this fast, because if you run out of oxygen, you will lose. Then after that, you need to dodge these fans, as if you touch them, you'll be teleported back to the start. Anyway, after you dodge them, you gather some air here, and then jump up there to do this little maze. But then after that, you get this. That platform lasts less than a second, and those platforms move so fast. It is entirely luck whether those platforms will be in the right position for you to jump on. I literally cannot tell you how much time I wasted trying to get this one jump right because I was just depending on me being lucky enough for the platform to land under my feet while I was jumping. After I couldn't get it right, I looked for help. Alright, I found the part whenever Icy did it.
Oh my, okay, shut up.
What the actual heck? Yeah, it turns out you can just skip the fast-moving platforms and stand on this invisible block. I don't know if this is a glitch or if it was intentional, but thank goodness it's there, because I would have not had a fun time with this. Anyway, after taking advantage of coyote time, diving midair, and intentionally bonking my head against pretty hard objects, I made it to the final stretch. Now, the final stretch isn't hard because there's a hidden invisible platform. It's hard because it's hard. For the final stretch, you have 2 jumps into 2 platforms that lead to 2 planks. You have to jump on one, jump on the other, grab the bomb, and then jump off the first one to reach that platform, and then jump on that platform, jump on that, and then go here to jump onto the other platform, which leads to that platform, and then use coyote time to hit the other platform, and then that platform, go on that one, jump up there, and then dive around this, and then flutter, and then go on that, and then use the bomb, and then long jump and bounce to jump up and reach to the end. Keep in mind that every single platform that I just jumped onto disappears after a second or less. It took me 7 minutes to do that while recording that clip. 7 minutes. And I've had practice. That's why it's reasonable to say that I took 30 minutes. 30 minutes to finally achieve this. Bro. There we go. Guaranteed. I did it! I did it! Boom! Too easy. Too easy. And with that, everything was done. I had finally gotten Awesome Niac.
Nope.
What?
You didn't get Awesome Maniac.
What do you mean?
Take a look at the badge you got again.
What are you talking about? I just got... Oh, no. Yeah, I had forgotten that all of that needs to be beaten in 2 minutes. How long did just the final part take me? 30 minutes. And the entire run took 45. But I still wanted Awesome Niac. So I booted up the stream and tried again. Now, you may be wondering, how am I going to turn a 45-minute run into a 2-minute run? There's 2 simple factors, actually. One is stop having a skill issue, but the second one is skips. Most of the time that I spent doing the obby was because I just simply wasn't good at it. But with a little practice, I was able to do a lot better. There's tons of neat skips, too. Like this one, where if you angle yourself correctly after using the second bomb, you can dodge the spiky platform and land on this platform, causing you to skip half of the section. Now, I didn't know this until editing, but actually long jumping with this bomb is a skip. I just didn't know because I was following the tutorial, and I thought that was the intended route. Anyway, after figuring out some more skips, figuring out problems I had with the game, and hours of practicing, after a total of 6 hours of working on this game's obby, this happened. I'm gonna take a break from this game. Like, I know this is a great game, but I'm taking a break from it. I don't care if this is the hardest one in it. It probably isn't, but even if it is, I'm still taking a break from this game. Also, I don't think this obby is as hard as the creators thought, because they said it's time to go outside on the badge description for this, but the thing is, the obby genuinely isn't that hard. Also, this, like, invisible wall that you stand on has to be intentional. I did it! I did it! Too easy! Too freaking easy! Too easy! Too easy! Easy! Freaking easy! Freaking easy! Too easy! You know what? You know what? You know what? Too easy, guys. Too easy. Too easy. And after all of that, the hours, the pain, I had finally achieved this green little rectangle around the badge in the ultra hard badge list. Come on, I at least gotta be on the leaderboard after that, right? Okay, we're getting kind of low on the leaderboard here, but that's fine, at least if I'm on it. Where am I? Am I seriously not here? Are you serious?